Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. How are you today? Happy Friday before 4th of July. And I'm going to say good morning really quick. Hi, Carla. Welcome in. Melissa is still running her mouth. Yes, she is. And in my video, I made mention of it. And why the sister? Partly why she doesn't like Amber. But please watch my review because I do talk about being from Los Angeles, hanging out in LA, growing up in LA, partying in LA, schooling up in LA, the whole gamut. I know the Valley, I know Compton, I know Inglewood, and we have a huge family. And for people who don't know, I have 4 brothers, 3 sisters. I have a set of twins, a boy and a girl, another girl, and a whole lot of relatives that span California. So please look at my video. It's only like 9 minutes, I think, but I want to see how close I get. And I go to LA all the time. So Carla says, yep, she's running her mouth. And one thing that Californians are is loyal. That part. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Gwen Eves. I had to do that video. I tried to go fast, but I didn't want to like just blunder it, you know? So it's really interesting. Take a look, and I'll see later if I'm right or wrong. But I do know folks from LA and how they act. Okay. Pardon me. And let's see. Carolyn says, morning. It's Chatting Family Friday. I like that, Carolyn. Carolyn was up with the roosters with me. Well, roosters on my end. She's probably wide awake. Have a wonderful and blessed Friday and weekend. Please remember, no one is free until we're all free. I love that, Carolyn. Thank you. And please like, share, and subscribe. And yes, I finally broke down and I took my water pill like I was supposed to. So if I have to get up, y'all just hang in there. I'll be right back because my eyes were watering and I really haven't taken the water pill. So because it goes along with my high blood pressure medicine. Let's see. Hi, Juanita. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. And Angela Atkinson says, good morning, Buttercups. Angela, you would like my video. And I'm giving it to you straight from an LA perspective. I go to LA, we go about once a month, maybe. Still to this day. I mean, I grew up there literally. I was born there. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And hi, Shy Lady. Welcome in. Welcome in. Juanita, are you guys off today? Is everybody off today? Good morning, Alexis. Good morning. And Shy Lady's in the house. Yes, ma'am. And let Amber tell the mom herself and don't let the sister have nothing over her. I discussed that in there too. It's a quick video. And I'm just telling you what we would do as a huge family. And we know Dave was into this woman getting a divorce. Watch it. It's kind of cute. But the similarities. Hi, Magnolia. Welcome in. Magnolia says, hey, y'all. Hit the like button, please. Everybody hit the like button. Thank you so much so the algorithm can pick us up. Excuse me, I'm sorry again. Oh, I didn't use my inhaler this morning. You know, it seems like I'm really sick, but I'm not. I mean, I'm not sick, thank goodness. Good, Shy Lady. I'm glad you're off. I used to love Fridays before the weekend, and it was a holiday. That was my thing. Yes, Gwen, I know you're off. The mom might surprise her. I discussed that too, Angela. Oh yeah, I'm from LA, and believe me, for some we don't change. I don't know. It's just it must be generational. I mean, we're not bad people, but we have our way. you know. And oh, Angela, you're at work. Okay. I love Mama Young. She's a beautiful person inside and out. So please watch my video, though. Really, I'm serious. Because if you notice yesterday, well, I said something about Magnolia too. I mean, not Magnolia. What's her name? The sister, Charity. But she is overly judgmental, but then she's a PK kid. I didn't touch the PK kid part, because I don't know anything about, pastors and wives and stuff. But I think I nailed it just from a LA perspective. Just growing up there, knowing that place, the hood, the suburbs, Hollywood, partying, everything. I know LA people. And it has not changed. And I don't think it may never change. People think LA people are aloof. We kind of are to people like from the South who like to hug, because LA people don't like to hug. I don't know what it is. I think it's a loyalty thing. I think because we are loyal until we're not. Let's see, Melissa and Charity. She has a bias, and that, I'm telling you, comes from our loyalty. Because we're loyal to we're not loyal. And you know what? And I did say in the video yesterday, hi Nancy B, when I was talking about Anthony and Denisha, I think it was yesterday when I made that video about her being in that house. I don't know if anybody saw it or if you realize one of the first things I called her before I called her bat links and bat lashes or whatever I called her. Guess what I called her? A broad. I did, because that is our word, abroad. Not the B word. It's broad, and that means we don't like you. And that's what she told Dave. Why you bring that broad over here? That is exactly what we say. We don't say, all the other. We'll call you a broad. Don't know why. It's just generational. And again, the hugging, we don't necessarily hug. The older people will hug, but not, they'll hug you because they're nice. Well, I mean, we are nice, but it's an LA thing. And I picked up so much. The mom she reminds me of me. She likes Amber from what the overall presentation was. She does like her, but she is going to watch Amber like a hawk. She's going to watch how Amber moves. She's going to watch how she treats Dave, how Dave interacts. Y'all, when I tell you this, I ain't lying. So please watch my video. It's like 9 or 10 minutes. Yeah, Mom, it's gorgeous. Hi, Almez. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Sister called Amber abroad. Anthony called her a Jezebel. Now, the broad is not. The broad is something that LA people say. I mean, I've been saying that's a LA thing. That doesn't mean you're a 304. That doesn't mean that. It's just a word that we use. And if we call you a broad, we don't like you. And I mean, I'm grown now, but my kids do the same thing. It's just something we do in LA. We just do. If we don't like you, we don't even call you the bad B word. We'll say, who is that broad? If we don't like them. I kid you not. Broad is the East Coast term. We still say it now, Magnolia. I mean, to this day. And I think that ever since I've grown up, it'd be like, who's that broad? So please watch it. It's kind of cute. But the sister is friends with Melissa. And like I said in the beginning, Californians or LA LA people, not Valley girls and all that nonsense, but LA folks. LA folks and Bay Area people. We are loyal. And that girl is loyal to Melissa. And Melissa is already in her ear. So again, please watch my video. It's kind of cute. It just gives you a kind of a look at what it's like to be from LA, grow up in LA, party in LA, go to school in LA, hang in LA. I'm not that old, but I'm old enough to know what I know. So anyway, it will be interesting. Wayne clowned Anthony so bad. What happened? Because I'm boycotting Anthony. So can somebody fill me in if you want to? If not, I'll find out later. But I really want to know what happened. The sister Tyrone. Oh, and the other thing I said on there, like if we're at a family reunion or something and we have a secret, you know what we would have said about Dave? We would have talked about Dave behind his back. We would have. And we would have told him later, yeah, we were talking about you. What you doing? But later, not like she went out there on the court. That's just her. Maybe that's a PK thing. I don't know. But I know what we would do as just regular everyday people. We would have talked about Dave like, what are you doing with her? But we would have told him, later, not right off the bat. Let's see. Me neither. Let me get my glasses. So please look at it. I actually ran in here to make it because as soon as I saw it, I went, oh, okay. I know this scene. So let's see. Magnolia says Anthony was bragging about Denisha cooking for him a king breakfast with lobster and grits and eggs and honey croissants. Girl, he better eat up good because at the rate Anthony is going, he's going to be bankrupt. He is. He's gonna be digging his money out of those walls or wherever he got it in his safe. Unless something goes really backwards, Anthony about to give up. He might as well write the check because he's just so green. He don't know what he's doing, and Denisha knows it. That's why I call her Denisha Barracuda. Denisha's son is going to grandma's to stay for the summer. Okay, probably a good thing because what if he didn't like little Kai Kai? The big Kai didn't like little Kai. Tyrone, I won't judge the sister, but if she has a problem with Amber, talk to her woman to woman. Why judge someone off what someone says? Because and I'm just going to throw this in there, Angela. Not that I know because it's a skit, but typically we would jam the dude up. We would jam up the guy. It's a LA thing. I'm not kidding you guys. I'm not. We're not going to jam Amber up because we're too polite. And if she's sweet, we're really not going to mess with her because LA is just that way. And I don't know why. And it never changes. It never changes. We just went to a family reunion last year and it was down in LA. But we would not talk to Amber directly. We would talk to Dave, especially the guys. They'd be like, "Man, what's up with you? Who is this fine woman over here? And what you mean she's married?" And I mean, they would give him all 21 questions. So I did see your comment earlier, Angela, and then I said I got to go make this video. Because typically, if you just, regular LA person or Inglewood, Compton, even, Crenshaw area, whatever. And they look like they probably live in the valley. But the girl and her 5 kids, I have cousins who have 5 kids. We have boy-girl twins, a lot of them. So my family is really big. But what would we have all in common? We'll call you a broad. We'll talk about you behind your back. And then we'll talk about you to your face. So if you're a female, the women, cousins, aunties, we're going to come talk to you later. If you're a guy, the guys are going to come talk to you later. So please look at it. It's just kind of cute. Magnolia, Gwen says, Wayne always clowns Anthony because he doesn't listen. He doesn't. He thinks he knows everybody. And good morning, JRK4W. Welcome in. Please hit the like button, everybody. Please, please, please. That would be great. And again, I mean, if they're true Californians, I'm waiting to see how they react. The sister was doing a lot more than, I mean, maybe because she's wealthy or she's got 5 kids. I don't know. But I just wanted you to know what, as a real person from LA would do. And she sounds like she's from LA, the sister. Mom does too, actually. She sounds well-bred. Denisha said, you my man. Okay, you my man. You're going to have a broke man. I'm thinking and hoping. Tamara is going to be mad at Shayla for telling her business to Angelina. Shy Lady says Anthony needs to stop playing with God. What did he do? Pray again? He better quit. He gonna get enough of messing with Skitland God. And let's see, Wayne took up Shayla and Amber, and he told Anthony he's nuts. He is. Magnolia, if I read that already, and then that's in a perfect world where you would go talk to Amber, especially if you're from LA, because we just don't get down like that. We don't. That's like, it's a thing, And believe me, I'm old enough to know and old enough to remember. Charity might be jealous of Amber. Amber is naturally beautiful and well-dressed, and Charity does have a BBL. I mean, I don't see a lot of people in LA with a BBL, but then you know how much they cost? But again, I don't judge because of that. I don't care. But I don't know. She looks kind of young. They have 5 kids, but then I have a cousin younger than her, and she's got 6 kids. So I can't judge her on that either. Melissa talks too much because Melissa is close to his family. And the sister is loyal. And when I tell you we are loyal, we are. We are loyal. Broad is the East Coast term. Yeah, ours is still active, Magnolia. You walk down the street, somebody said, look at that broad. We do. I go to LA, I'm still so comfortable at home. I just know. So Anthony's prayer was a joke. Ahmed's good morning. Mom is gorgeous. Mom's just going to watch Amber. She's going to keep an eye on Amber. And Dave is out of pocket for not telling his mom. So Dave, your sister has you over a barrel, I would say. Is she going to have an attitude toward Amber? Yep. Talking about Amber got what did she call her? Have a wife attitude or whatever she said. Not even knowing her, not even speaking to her. But I guess that's a woman thing. I don't know. But we wouldn't address Amber. We would address Dave and give him a hard time. And we tell him, we're talking about you behind your back. My family's really close. That's why Dave should tell the sister the details of, and that's probably a good thing. And that's what I'm getting at, Magnolia, because you know how guys get together. They do talk. They talk. They're different than women. They will be out there asking the questions where the guys won't want to answer it for the women, but they'll answer it for the guys, for their cousins and their uncles. It's a guy thing. So, and it's not a double standard. It's just a guy thing. Let's see. Thank you for hitting the like button, everybody. Okay, what else we got going on? Oh my, why is someone saying Amber filed for a divorce when she met Dave? I heard that, Gwen. Here we go again with that. And there was a comment that I just addressed. And I said, once again, in January, Amber had on that burgundy leather suit, and that's the first time she asked for a divorce. And it is. And she asked 5 times in total. Oh, well, she talked about it 5 times in total. After the 4th time, she met Dave in March. So, they're going to rehash and rebash that all they can and milk it for what they can get until they get, I don't know, what do you call spoiled milk? The sister's husband may be somebody we know in Skitland, if she has one, Juanita. Because in LA, girl, they have, and I know it's everywhere, but I'm just saying it from an LA perspective. It's not strange to find a girl with 5 babies. It's just not. And then the dads may be very active, depending on the woman. LA has its own culture, but once we like you, we like you. Oh, Melissa might be coming. Carla, you think she'll come and she knows Dave's there? Now that's bold, right? That's bold. Let's see. The sister's judgmental. The sister gives off more Valley type, the Valley, San Fernando Valley type. She acts more like that, like she's holier than thou and better than thou and all that. I just kind of dismissed her, except for calling her a broad and her whatever she called it. Did sister have a stank attitude? Yes, she did. She definitely did. And as soon as she opened her mouth, I heard it. I was like, yep, she got a stank attitude. And I did put it in the community, on the community board. But I just saw, when I saw it, it went bing, bing, bing. And I was like, whoops. The sister may be judging, and she is not perfect. That sister's got she's probably got some stories to tell herself. I like Charity too. I don't like her. Not yet. I don't like her. She's a broad herself, and she needs to go sit down and be quiet. But that's my own opinion, because I don't like women who come across like that. But she is talking to her brother. And I know that my twins, their boy and girl, they would talk like that, because my sister would be trying to judge her brother, and he'd be telling her, trying to explain to her until he get tired of her, and then he'd tell her leave him alone. That's my twins. They're like this. But then he'll get tired and he'll say, leave me alone, I love the mom. She's a beautiful person. She is going to watch Amber and to see how she treats him. Nonya, after the live, I will watch your video. Please do, because it's, oh, Shy Lady, you're off too. Because it is indicative of how LA still is. I remember hearing broad when I was a kid. You didn't hear the other B word. You heard broad, and we still hear it. So anyway, hi, Betty. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let Amber tell the mom. Maybe if they're going to tell the mom, maybe they should tell them together. There's no way I would be Amber and tell that woman by myself, because Amber doesn't know her. And was there any distance between mom and Dave? Did anybody notice it? Like when I hug my son, when we hug, we don't hug for a long time, but there's like more emotion. Like, hey mom, and give me a kiss on the cheek or whatever, something like that. But that I could just be imagining that. Good morning, buttercups. Yeah, I took my water pill, so I'm gonna have to go in a minute. But I realized it because my face was getting really puffy, and I was like, oops, I forgot. And then Carolyn says, morning, it's Chatting Family Friday. Yeah, it is. So, okay, I think I got all those comments. If you're just coming in, please hit the like button. Thank you. And then last night in Wind Down, I was on another roll, and we had a couple of trolls come in there last night. Sure did. Anyway, the video is out there. I did modify it a little bit. I had to take some of this stuff out. Y'all know me. Don't come for me. I know Magnolia knows and Gwen knows. But yeah, she seemed really sweet, but she is tough as nails. The mom, she's tough as nails. But it's okay, because, I mean, is she a mama bear? We don't know yet. What else do we have? I'd love to see her come to the house, Carla. I would love to. And I'm not surprised they're saying that about Dave. And I did put that in the comment again about when Amber first found out. That's when Danielle told her Anthony was hiding his money. And she had on that burgundy leather suit, and I will never forget it. Because I love that suit. This was so cute. And that's why Dave should tell the sister. If I was Dave, I'd tell my mama. He need to go in there and talk to his mama. And apparently mom's going to be furious. Take Amber in there and tell it. Because if you let your sister have something over you, you're in trouble if you're a guy. Don't let your sisters and brothers have something on you, because they're gonna work you. And when you guys hear me talk like this as Miss Faye, where's Miss Faye been anyway? I hope she's okay. As Miss Faye says, she calls it my Lola, Alabama speak, because nobody's from California except Native American Indians and Hispanics, i.e. from Mexico. That's who's from California. Let's see, Nancy B. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And Charity might be jealous of Amber. She probably is. She probably is. Magnolia, I read that one, but I have another take on how LA women get down, because that's just, and when I say that, I'm not talking about all of California, but when we have 72 people at our last family reunion, plus they have spouses, they have kids. We have so many doggone people. And Anthony needs to stop playing with God. What was he praying for? You, my man. You don't have a broke man. Let me see. Anthony said Denisha is his lady soon-to-be wife. Yeah, go ahead and marry her. Tyrone says, I won't judge the sister, but if she has a problem, yeah, I mean, just knowing she's from LA, she's loyal to Melissa. Trust me. Aunt was bragging about Denisha cooking him a king breakfast. What did Wayne say? What happened with Wayne? I might watch that one because it's Wayne talking to Anthony, but I have literally been boycotting Anthony's storyline, especially if it's in the house with that broad. That broad in that house. He called Wayne to brag about the breakfast. Okay, shy lady. Anthony has called his daddy Wayne. Called his daddy Wayne. Wayne said, you crazy. Wayne said, you crazy over some fish. Oh, like the lobster. He's still on that one about the lobster. Why go for someone as soon as you meet them? I mean, they've been dating 6 months. Are you talking about Dave and Amber? Oh, and then I saw another person put a comment in that said that they just got together or something, but they didn't. They met. How many dates did they have? 8 or 9? Like real dates where they really did talk and, do all that. But this person was trying to say, oh, they just got together and went to bed together. And it's like, I don't know if people forget the story or if they just like, to make a bunch of noise. to hear themselves talk. And he said Amber did cook him breakfast. Who said that, Nancy? Um, Antonia? Did Antonia say that? Anthony wants his room fixed. For the little boy? For Big Kai? I thought he was going away. Magnolia writes some fish. Anthony might end up in the hospital because he's not eating healthy. That's what Shayla told him, right? Shayla told him that when he was eating the fettuccine. I think it was fettuccine, the lobster fettuccine. And lobster is very high in cholesterol, I think. Is that right, Nancy? Isn't lobster high in cholesterol, Nancy B? Nancy knows a lot about food. Yep, Dave said he wants Amber to be his wifey. You know what? I think I'd go. You better just bite the bullet and go tell your mama. I mean, she's from Carolina, but to hear her speak, she sounds like they live probably in the valley or in like Baldwin Hills, you know, by Beverly Hills. And hi, Miss T, welcome in, welcome in. Dave set Amber up, but the sister did what a sister is supposed to do. LA, well, I just went over what we as LA sisters would do and the LA brothers would do and uncles and cousins. And I won't go over it, but Miss T, please take a look at my review if you don't mind, because I'm straight out of LA. I'm straight out of LA. And I just called Denisha abroad, I think it was yesterday, because that is one of our words. And like Magnolia said, they used to use it back in the day. We still use broad in LA. We don't use the other B word. We'll say, who's that broad? Like that. I'm not kidding. To this day. Cholesterol is going to go up eating all that lobster. I agree. The sister's behaving like she's perfect. Let's find out about her 5 kids. But I'm not judging her. I mean, I know it's a skit, but I know that I have a huge LA family. I mean, big. And I mean, we get down a little bit differently because we'll talk about Dave behind his back, but it wouldn't be the women. It would be the guys. And then tell them, you better go tell your mom, you know, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I mean, that's a guy thing. They're not like us, the girls, the women. It wouldn't be us on them, you know, it's more the guy thing. Why would you bring a married woman over here? Miss T, that was a bad call on his part. That was bad. There's no way I think he should have taken Amber to meet his mother. Nope. But you know, maybe the mom will be nice, right? Maybe she'll be nice enough like to listen. And then, I mean, even help Amber. Because when a mom finds out that their daughter or son can't get out of a marriage or something and the father finds out, we typically will say, well, can we help? Like, not getting in their business, being nosy, but can we help? Like, is there anything we can do? But I don't know. My mother-in-law didn't like me. Oh, she didn't, Nancy? Oh, at first, and then later she loved you. Both my mother-in-laws loved me. I mean, both of them. And the first guy that I married, that Raider, the Oakland Raider, even though I mean he wasn't a bad guy, his mom totally loved me. And I loved her to this, you know, till she passed away. And then, you know, my current mother-in-law, I get along with her really well. But the girl before me, my mother-in-law did not like that woman, and she let her know it. She called her more than a broad. Because my first husband graduated from one of the high schools in LA, and he got drafted to the Raiders. Back in the day, yeah. And I love Dave's mom. Who knows what God has in store? Exactly, Magnolia. And mom, you know, Sometimes we're afraid to tell mom and dad stuff, right? Even though we're grown, we're still like reluctant to tell them things. But it's amazing how much parents do go through. Now, if they're overly religious, maybe, because I don't know anybody overly religious, but new skit with Amber and Dave. Can you guys go ahead? We can watch it if you want, but I'm not going to load any video because I need to have my channel reviewed for monetization again. But at least I did apply the new rules. They always have new rules. I don't know. YouTube is very strict, but I guess they have their reasons. Wayne called. Oh, he capped on Anthony, saying Amber didn't take care of him. He said Shayla did. He said Shayla only did it because she wanted something. Yeah, Marion, it's true though, right? It's true. I'm glad Dave said he's planning on marrying her. I'm glad of that. But I mean, Dave, go talk to your mom. Because you never know what a mom and dad will say. Mom and dads have been through stuff, like a lot of stuff. Gwen said, yes, he prayed again, of course, and called Amber Jezebel. Oops. Doggone well, Amber's not a Jezebel. You think Anthony wants to convince himself of bad things about Amber because he doesn't want to be with Amber. Is he trying to convince himself by saying all these things that apply more to Shayla than they do to Amber? Like a couple of days ago, he said something about his money in Amber. It's like, Amber didn't even ask for your money. Shayla did. Well, she asked for that $10,000 for a makeover because she wanted to do like Amber. But Amber had the black cards. Her and Ernestine just went and did a makeover. Dave needs to talk to Amber and let her know what's going on. Dave needs to tell his mom. Yeah. I would, you know what, in this case, I would talk to my mom if I were Dave, but I mean, I'm a female and we don't know what his relationship is with his mom yet. But I think my son would tell me, and then I have 3 brothers. They would tell my mom and dad. But the 4th one wouldn't. He'd be like, it's my business, we have one he's a rebel. And that's all right. That's cool with me. Do you, boo? Are they worth my blood pressure? Right, Aminata. And Angela says, Miss T. Amber told Dave he should have told her his sister knows Amber wants to leave, but Dave said he doesn't care what no one says. That sounds like 2 of my brothers. They don't care. They don't care. And I can actually see Dave saying that and meaning it, but I would respect my mom and go talk to her because you want your mom to like who you love. I even like one girl my son didn't like. He said, Mom, I don't want her. I said, okay. It's your life, baby boy. Hi, Hope. Good morning. Angela says, Miss T, if I was the sister, I would not push Dave. Say Charity has always been that way with all his women. I wonder why. You think Melissa had something to do with that, guys? You think Melissa had anything to do with it? And remember the girl in Arizona? And I still have that question, so I'm going to throw it out here again. Remember the phone call Dave was on talking, and he said some of his money was missing, and I'm guessing. I have no skit, no nothing. But it makes me wonder. Is Melissa paying that girl off to stay away from Dave? Maybe Dave liked the one in Arizona. We don't know. Hi, One Journey. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are you? How are you, One Journey? The fact that the sister is Melissa's friend says a lot. And Tyrone, when I tell you LA folks are loyal, we are until we're not. And when we're not loyal anymore to you, you heard me call, I called that girl a broad yesterday. And when I heard the sister say it, I said, oops. What she know about some broad? But then I thought about it. She lives in LA. And LA, even though it's big, it's still small, right? Because you can know somebody that lives in Santa Monica and you can live in Compton or Inglewood by Roscoe's. So it's not like it's, unless you're rich and wealthy and all that, stuff, where you don't touch down to earth. When the sister needs to stop because Dave said it is him and Amber against the world. He does not care what one says. And keep in mind, I mean, if Dave is self-made, of course he's going to have that attitude. Right? I mean, he's a man. And you can't force your kids once they get grown to do anything. Unless you're a, what do you call it? A trust baby. Miss T says, Angela Atkinson, well, you can't expect everyone to accept your mess. You have to have some respect for other people. Your parents are pastors and preaching. And Dave knows this. He knows his parents. But I mean, they are old. Hold on, Miss T says, your parents are pastors and are preaching, doing the right thing. Your girlfriend is married. I agree. And Miss T, I wouldn't have took Amber. Not yet. Amber is a stranger. The sister is looking out for her family. Oh, I got my own take on the sister. The sister is friends with Melissa. And I think for an LA girl, it means a lot. And I go back again. If you don't know people from LA, then you don't know what our loyalty means, because we are loyal. Sister is projecting onto Amber. I think, JR, you are right. I think you are right. I didn't want to say that because I didn't have anything to stand on. But, and again, she is friends. You laughing? I have twins, One Journey, a boy and a girl. We have twins everywhere. I have one twin, the one I told you about that lives in Georgia. She's got 3 sets of boy-girl twins and 1 odd baby. And she's a twin, a boy-girl twin. Yep, serious business. At one point, the Black community, we held each other accountable. Now you can't say anything. But I don't know, for us, guys, and I think for us, it's just the LA thing, like the hugging part. We don't typically hug people. And so people say, oh, they're aloof. It's not that. And I don't know what it is, but we just don't. But we're warm and we're welcome and we, but I don't know, I don't know where that came from. But when you meet people from the South, it's like they want to hug you and you're kind of going, you want to, to yourself, you want to hug me? But I mean, it's okay, but it's just not something that we do in LA. And I don't even know why. I have no idea. One Journey, Amber is very graceful. Good morning, Felicia. How are you? Good morning. Welcome in, Felicia. Hi, everybody. Please hit the like button. And One Journey says King David met his second wife when they were both married. 1 Samuel 25. Balancing truth. Amber's house is property, not a home. A house is not a home, says Dionne Warwick. And so did, who sang that? 5 Heartbeats on the movie? A house is, yeah, 5 Heartbeats, but it was a movie. And boy, could Eddie sing, right? He sang that song. Dave should know his PK family. He should know this wasn't cool. His mom doesn't know. because he knows it's not cool. So what was the point of taking Amber? I think was my other question. I don't have a problem with the sister. Yeah, I don't like the sister. I don't care. It she's got some vibes that I can feel like, and again, I'm gonna say it. I'm just from LA, so I'm looking at the sister saying, "Honey, you got secrets," but I don't really care about that. Mom didn't want to ruin her makeup. Um, Angela says, "Nonya, I agree. I say the hug from mom showed more affection for Amber." Exactly, Angela. You picked that up. Mm-hmm. So I wonder how much of that is there's some kind of like little riff in there with mom. Yeah, it's true, Angela. I saw it and I went, because you can see it. And then Hope says, I wish Dave and Amber could have discussed the pros and cons of how this would turn out. Me too. Why is Dave moving so fast? Like, I mean, I know he wants to marry her. Maybe he wants to knock Anthony out of the box. You think Dave might want to go after Anthony? One Journey, would you like to come up on stage with me? One Journey, are you home? I'm going to send you a link, and if you want to come up, please do. Okay. Uh-oh. Pushed the wrong button. I'm just going to send you a link, One Journey, just in case, okay? Oh, shoot. I keep pushing the wrong button, trying to use my thumb. Like best. Just in case you feel like it, One Journey. It's not posting. Here, let me read some more comments. I'll try it again in a minute. I hope that would have been a good idea. And Melissa is about the drama. She is. I love Dave too. Gwen says, please like, share, and subscribe. Please do. It is free to subscribe. And Stephanie is not here today. And I am going to miss her dearly. She's out performing today. Miss T says Amber needs to focus on her divorce. This divorce should be her first priority. Not meeting Dave. Family as a married woman. Her sister got 5 kids. She need to calm down. You need to calm down. You know that song, don't you, Nancy? She being too loud, right? Sister being too loud. Hope says, Miss Nonya, take that water pill. I did. I know. And you know what? And my face was so puffy, and I was like, I forgot to take my water pill. I did forget, and I saw it last night, and I went, oh my gosh, I better take it correctly. Let's see. I had a feeling that Dave's family would give Amber a hard time. Amber needs happiness, says Nancy. Just my opinion. I personally think Amber should have waited until the divorce was final before meeting them. Now that we're here, Dave should tell his mother. I agree. And again, I'm still wondering, meet Dave's family as a divorced woman. Yeah. I'm wondering, what's Dave's hurry? Is he afraid that Amber might change her mind? Or is he just going to knock Anthony out of the box? Because I have a feeling Dave's got some thug in him. I mean, growing up, if you came from humble beginnings, right? He had to get out of there some kind of way. How did he do it? Did he do like Wayne? And why was T Hustle at the party? Hustle was at the party. Why is that? Mm-hmm. And then meet Dave's family when she's divorced. Yeah, I didn't like the call. Go to LA, that's fine. But to meet his mom, who's a pastor, I didn't give much thought to the sister because we didn't know the sister knew Melissa. So the sister knows all Dave's business. Think about that. We'll probably find out that the sister's husband had a fling with somebody, or a family on the other side of town. Hope, I think you nailed it. I think you nailed it. Mm-hmm. Or a couple of baby daddies. We talk about LA folks here, not Southern people. I mean, and there is a difference. And that's why I think people like to come to California because it's different. It's a different vibe. It really is. Um, but it's a chill vibe. It's a cool vibe. We party a lot. We play dominoes, cards, and it doesn't matter your age. We do bar. It's just different. But I like the South also because Southern hospitality is off the chart. It's really cool. But you meet some people from LA, like LA and San Diego, totally totally different places and people. Yep. The Bay Area is more like LA than like San Diego. Hi Hope, just my opinion. Hi Miss T, says Carolyn, and then Amber deserves to be happy. Dave said that's how Charity is anyway, overprotective. Yeah. And she does it with every woman. Yep. And how much does Melissa have to do with that, Magnolia? Anything? Let me see if I can get a link just in case One Journey comes up. Let me try this again. I haven't done my nails since I started this channel, and every time I look at them, I go, ugh. Because my nails are not, they haven't been done in quite a while. Why is this not posting? I don't know why it's not posting. Let's see. Miss T is saying hi to people. Hi, Nature. Welcome in. Welcome back. Dave is probably concerned that his mother will not approve. I wonder if he has dated anyone. I asked that question in the beginning. Had he ever dated someone that was like going through a divorce based on what Alex had said? Even though Alex didn't say that he had dated a woman getting a divorce, he was concerned about Dave dating Amber. How his mother is toward relationships. His mother seems open. You know, my son, when he wants to talk to me about women, he'll either talk to me or his dad. We don't ask him, but I might say, a few months later, you still talk to that girl, so and so and so. And he'll be like, Mom, you know you didn't like that girl. And he tells me, Mom, how do you know? I said, because I'm a female. Because I'm a female. Anthony might have a gout attack. Anthony is a real cornball. Yeah, he is. A real cornball clown. Somebody did that clown. It was kind of cute. I wouldn't give Anthony that much time, my time. I just put the thing on Ben's head and kept it moving. He can't stand Wayne. He's the biggest op. But Anthony is such a pick-me. He is a pick-me. I agree, Carolyn. Anthony really doesn't have any friends. Nope. He's going to be in the hospital. I don't know why this... I don't know why that's not coming up, One Journey. Oh, there we go. One Journey, if you want to come up, I posted a link. But yes, I'm going to take my water pills like I'm supposed to. I really just hate taking them things, It's like up, down, up, down, up, down. But, hi, Kenyatta. Welcome in, darling. How are you? How is Kenyatta? Dave doesn't care about his family's opinion of Amber, only what they know and feel for each other. Well, Magnolia, it be that way sometime, right? It is that way sometimes. I mean, you want to care, but you also want to be happy. And that man knows Amber inside and out at this point. He knows more about Amber than Amber knows about Amber, I think. I ignore Shayla and Anthony as much as possible. Me too, Kenyatta. I even thought about doing, hi, Nature, good morning. I thought about doing a review on Shayla yesterday, and I changed my mind. I don't want to do a review on Shayla. I don't want to. We've been looking at Shayla for almost 3 years. I'm tired of looking at Shayla. Oh, did you guys hear Amber refer to herself as Joseph from the Bible? And you know what? She's on point. You know how I love to say a few of us, like Amber has a good heart and she's around all these messy people, mean people, and all that. And yesterday she referred to herself, I think it was yesterday, as Joseph from the Bible. I couldn't put my finger on it. At first I said Job, and I said, no, not Job. Who is it? And Amber said, I'm like Joseph. Mm-hmm. Sure did. The haters so happy, Dave's sister. Don't care about them people. They tried to come in the chat last night, you guys. I don't know how many of you were here. So we had a little bit of fireworks. You know me. I wasn't bad. Dave, tell your mom, stop the madness. Never let anyone spoil your tea. Yeah, they're always Amber bashing. No one cares anymore. They care, though. Mm-hmm. They care. They care that we don't. And they're not liking it. Like I'm a follower. Please. Magnolia, you were here last night, right, Magnolia? I think Mama Young would have her stance as a Christian, yet have grace for Amber. And Magnolia, I think that too, you know, because when you go through something, we don't know what his mom went through and dad, or we don't know. And women have wisdom. We have grace before men do. I mean, men have that man thing, whatever that is, right? But moms, even though I did feel like a little bit of distance, but it was probably because he's had so many women. And then you got Melissa right smack in the middle. Mm-hmm. When Amber cooked, Anthony did not clean up. All he did was sit around and complain, didn't even want to take out the garbage. Amber is not his type. I don't think. Magnolia, that is why I say the sister might want to pipe down and don't make Dave have to choose between her and Amber. And you are so right. And Angela, people learn that every day the hard way. Because you can't force grown people to do something because you want them to do it. You can talk to them, and see if you can find some balance, but you can't make that man do anything. And we don't know how rich he is, but I'm pretty sure he did it on his own. Magnolia says, I think so too. I'm sorry, Nature says, Magnolia, I think so too. I want Amber and Dave to grow together. They are good for each other. They are good for each other. And that's the scary part. It's like, what's going to keep them apart? Is it going to be Anthony? Because honestly, Amber needed to tell Constance, let me ask. Okay, I have a question for you guys. I mean, then you don't have to put it down. You can if you want to. If you want to put a 1 for a yes, because I haven't figured out how to put the voting in the chat, because I just haven't. What do you think the possibility, if any, is that Dave is going to go after Anthony one way or the other if Anthony doesn't let go of her? Is that a possibility? Let me know. Just if you think yes, put a 1. If you don't think so, but I don't know. I just have a feeling. that Dave knows a lot more about Anthony than we think he does. Because I don't see Dave as the kind that wants to play with you. I don't think so. And if he doesn't let go of Amber treating her like garbage, and now he's got a woman in there, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the mother has a backstory of her own. JR, that's exactly what I mean. Or even the dad. Carolyn, I agree. He needs to tell her because the sister is going to tell it. Yep, Gwen, she is. She's going to hold it over her brother's head. I'm telling you, I got enough brothers, sisters, cousins, and uncles. They will hold it over your head. I mean, in real life, men and women are jealous of people who they think are beautiful. Kenyatta, that is the truth. That's not made up. Men are jealous that they can't have her, and women because they wish they could be her. And I think, Kenyatta, you probably know about when my brother-in-law tried to kiss me and I told my husband, and they didn't speak for 3 years. And then I had somebody on my side do the same exact thing. And he told me in like a matter of seconds what, that person had tried. So yeah, Kenyatta, you are right. Especially when it's supposed to be family. Let's not do that. And Miss T says, yes, maybe the mother can speak over Amber. Yeah. And once she finds out that she's going to figure out, if she doesn't know already, Amber's a PK, right? And I'm sure she's going to ask Amber what's going on, blah, blah, blah. But maybe they'll have a good conversation. And maybe Amber will tell her about Anthony, because that mama's not, I don't think, she doesn't look like the type that would like what Anthony is doing. She's a young mom. I don't think the mother would be mean to Amber, but won't condone it. I agree, Miss T. I agree. I mean, you don't want to condone something like that. Connect the family, pull together. I like that one, Journey. But at the end of the day, Dave is going to do what Dave wants to do, but I would really want my mom and dad's blessing. But if they don't give it to me, I'm going to do me. And if I bump my head, I have to own it. I did it. If I bump my doggone head, that's what I get. Nonya, my cousin, played for the Oakland Raiders. You told me back in the 70s. And I was like a little young for them. But like Gene Upshaw used to be my neighbor across the hallway in this high rise I used to live in. And he always invited me to his parties. And I was scared to death of him and his parties. Because, I was like getting ready to go to college or something, like 19 or something, But yeah. So yeah, I did marry a Raider, but I think he was from the 76 draft, 70, whatever the draft is at the end of the 70s. He was from that draft. I'm not going to say his name, but yeah, I married him twice, actually. He wasn't a bad guy. I just didn't like the life. I didn't want to be a part of that. I had, I wanted to go to work and be normal. So yeah, Kenyatta, I know what you mean. And that's when I loved the Raiders, when they were in Oakland. And people don't know, the Oakland Raiders fans, I don't know what they're like now, but there were doctors and scientists and lawyers. And we're talking about money. And that's why I'm so surprised that the Raiders moved. But once they left, they left. And then Nature says, JRK, she may have a story to share. Pastors sometimes go through a life, they do, before they become a pastor. Once win grandma, you good. Yep, if you got a grandma and you win her over. Dave didn't his grandma raised him? Dave's grandma raised him, Nancy? because I didn't get a chance to see that part. My dad loves my husband. Yeah, mine does too. Everybody loved my husband. I'm glad though, you know. And actually, my husband was my first boyfriend. Yep. He said, "Don't get married to him." He said, "You're not gonna like it," and he was right. I ain't like it. I was like, I don't want to do this. I was like, let me out. I want to be free. Dave done let Amber sit there taking shots from your sister. Oh, is she throwing shots? The sister's throwing shots, Carolyn? Whoa. Yep. It's good when your parents love your husband. It's a good thing. I see this as a positive for Amber and Dave, Magnolia says. Either way, it will force real conversations. And Magnolia, everybody, I think also after they get through this piece, it's time for Amber to have that conversation about Wayne. I mean, if they're going to move forward and build, do you think they need to build on a clean slate? She knows about Melissa. Now, maybe Amber should tell about Wayne. You think so? Because he already knows she was in an affair just based on what she said. He just doesn't know with who. And I also wonder, we talked about last night, are they going to run into Wayne in LA? Because it looks like that house is in like Baldwin Hills. So you got Compton and Inglewood on this side. Then you have Baldwin Hills and Beverly Hills on the opposite side of this main drag. I mean, that's how close these cities are. And I wonder if they might very well run into Wayne. And then I'm going to take it further and keep guessing. Wayne wants vegan restaurants. And that'll give him a chance to stay close to Amber. Again, Dave doesn't don't let Amber sit there. I see this as a positive. I haven't seen it, but Magnolia, I think, I knowing you, you're probably right. Amber is going nuts. Uh-oh. Are they clashing like? Is Amber clashing with the sister? Or is she just getting flustered? Carolyn Wright, she is not going to stop throwing shots. Told you. Loyalty. Melissa has her ear. The sisters. Maybe the mom has counseled other women in Amber's situation and can give motherly advice. And Amber doesn't have a mom. And so I'm going to look at it. I really want to see it. And yeah, I threw a lot of guessing in there. But because of my background, not the pastor side, but LA people. Yeah, I know them pretty good. And LA culture doesn't really change. It doesn't. Shayla wants the money. And Nature says, I am sure Dave has talked to his mom about Amber, but he's keeping that part private. Amber would be divorced if Aunt would sign the papers. That's why I'm wondering. She needs to not test Amber. Amber gonna let her have it. I am really wondering, will Dave go after Anthony on the down low? He might. Because remember, Dave said, when you have an opportunity, don't let it get away from you. Remember that? So I think Anthony might want to watch out. Seriously. We don't know what Dave is capable of. We just see the good, fine, cool, calm, collected Dave. Dave might be a beast for all we know. You know what I'm saying? Not to Amber, but in his own right when he's dealing with men, because he says he knows how to deal with business men and business people. Wayne says Amber takes care of him, not just with food. Amber did more for him. Shayla, and Shayla does things for him. What Shayla do besides have a baby? But okay. Anthony's mad because she's moved on. Yeah, he is. He really is. Kenyatta, we need to see a healthy relationship. We really do. As the pastors in the world, marrying their mistresses, and the congregation staff supports. Yes. But Amber can't be forgiven, and she's the only one who has repented. And that's why she she called herself Joseph. Now, we have been talking about, why is Wayne talking about David and Bathsheba? Somebody mentioned Job, but Job was kind of a stretch. And I do believe I believe it was yesterday. Amber said, I am Joseph. Remember Joseph's dad and all his brothers? They didn't like Joseph and all of that. Amber said she was Joseph. Did you guys hear her? Yesterday, I think it was yesterday. She said, I'm Joseph. She sure did. Nature says siblings will do this if they want their sibling to choose a right one, but hurt in the past, or not want to be taken in advantage. It's not just brothers who did this, but sisters do it to their brothers. My twins do it to each other. When my son was getting ready to meet my son-in-law, he was already on a 9, ready to be like, nope, I don't like him. Nope, you can't marry my sister. And he loves him to death. He loves him. So, yeah, brothers and sisters, and she'll do that to him. They're really close. Anthony did say in his prayer he failed his marriage. I heard him say that before, Gwen. Didn't he say something like that? Something similar? Or made a statement, something like that? Sister hates Amber. Nadia invited Bree? That's doing a lot. I don't know. Nature, is Charity the older sibling? Can't really tell, right? Dave is in love with Amber. Dave is not there to play. I think he's going after Anthony. One way or another, he's going to make Anthony let go. But I just, Nonya, what'd your son say? He didn't want the girl you like? Yeah, he didn't want her anyway. But I mean, she was cute. She was in the army, and but she carried some of a piece of a previous relationship. And my son says she had issues, and I liked her. Surface wise, she was cool, but then she started telling me about her trauma. And then that's when I understood my son, he probably wouldn't, he'd either take it on himself, or they wouldn't make it. But I didn't say anything. I told my son, that's your call. You got to make it, man, not me. I don't. I said, pray on it, And yeah, but I liked her, but I didn't know about the trauma. But she was carrying it. And they're in their 20s. And she was carrying a heavy load from an ex relationship, I think Nature says, I think Charity should tuck what she knows about Amber, but get to know Amber on her own. Nature, she just doesn't look like the type that will. And I'm just talking from a LA sisterhood. She ain't it. But, who knows? Okay, One Journey, I sent you the link. Who knows? I mean, she may learn to love Amber for all we know, but it's going to be a while because of Melissa, right? It's going to be a minute. Yeah, one journey because I got to go in the restroom. So come on up here. I took my water pill and I took it like 3 hours ago, you guys. You would think it's gone, right? Angela's sister is judging hard. And you know, people sometimes, oh, he did sleep with her, that girl. Sometimes people judge because they have problems. They have their own problems. Hi, One Journey. Welcome in, dog. How
Welcome.
are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Hello, Chad.
Good morning. How are you?
Outstanding. Thank you for asking. Thank you for inviting me up. I'm always pleased to come. I'm very
Oh,
good, very
thank you.
happy. Happy to come. Can you hear me?
Yeah, perfectly. So just
What?
reading your comments.
I don't even have my
Um,
headset on. I wear a headset because I don't like too much noise coming in from gaming
yeah,
or.
there's a lot right now. It was
Wow.
like were you putting them on or something?
Yeah, I'm trying to put them on now,
Okay.
but they
I'm,
fell on the floor.
oh gosh, One Journey. Okay, nature says Melissa seemed like she has been determined to be Dave's one. Number one, yeah. Blurred boundaries may have put Dave in a sticky situation. I am seeing that he wants love and he sees that love with Amber. We already know Melissa has given her version of Amber, so that's the sister's point of view. That's right, Carolyn. And like I said, in LA, loyalty goes a long way. So please look at my review. I mean, it's short, it's to the point, but it is just LA culture, like a quick and dirty on certain things that I picked up in the video, the two videos this morning. And Nature says Angela Atkinson, yes, she has to allow Amber speak for herself. Well, I think if she speaks for herself, that should be a conversation with the mom, not with the sister. This isn't the typical girlfriend situation. I get that, Magnolia. Hmm. I don't think I would have a conversation with the sister because it ain't none of her damn. Oops, it's none of her doggone business. I'm sorry, everybody. You know, I get excited. It's really none of her business. Talk to the mom. That's who Amber would probably want to talk to. And then the mom can also, she's going to know. I do think she's going to figure out that Amber, she's going to see Amber's spirit. I think if the mom is really a woman of the word, like she probably is, I think she's going to see Amber for who Amber is. So that would be a good thing. Dalen didn't start this way, but now he seems he's turned into a lot of Anthony. He does. It's pretty sad too. Exactly, Carolyn. I wouldn't talk to that sister. Go talk to the mom. The sister is messy. The sister likes Melissa. The sister is biased.
Okay, I'm
That's
ready.
okay. Thank you, on Journey. That's like, uh, mm-mm. The sister is already messy. Why talk to her about anything? Um, King David met his second wife when both of them were married. 1 Samuel 25. Balancing truth. Amber's house is property, not a home. A house is not a home. That's right, One Journey. Dalen kissed her. Dalen, he tried to kiss Keisha last week. Oh, when
What?
Amber, yeah, he tried to kiss Keisha. When he did the same move he pulled on Amber.
Mm.
Yes, key to Keisha. Gwen says new skit when Amber asks Dave, has he told his sister about her being married? Well, it's going to take Amber that long to figure it out. Go ahead, One Journey.
I think, hello, chat. You guys are so awesome and beautiful, and we appreciate you so much as we take this journey.
They are.
Um, I sometimes I'm listening, right, and I'm hearing such sharp daggers without wisdom. When I speak, I want to speak with knowledge and with wisdom. So I'm going to go look it up by state, by county, by whatever, Boo Boo the Clown, whatever. Why? Because I need entertainment with education.
Yes,
Our community is so dull and America is so dull that they're no longer fact checking. I
that's
like to
right.
fact check because no one wants someone to say to them, "Oh, you don't want to wash white clothes, just keep wearing them and they'll turn white." What? Nonsense. And our community are full of nonsense. Now they're talking about, okay, she's married and Anthony's married and they're both being inappropriate. Absolutely correct. Is that the best way to go? No. Is God merciful through these times? Yes. Is it all through the Bible that others did that and had to self correct? Allow people to grow through trial and error and self correct. You can give them the truth, but we have to still wait for them to accept it. As Nanya said earlier, when children become adults, they don't want to hear anything. As far as they're concerned, they say things like, and I hear it in Denisha, I'm grown.
Yeah, it's true.
What does that mean? Are you still teachable? Can you still have education? I got my master's now. I'm
Exactly.
grown. I know more than you, mommy. What do you know more than me about? The
That's
porcupine?
right. When the kids get
The
grown, that's what they
porcupine?
say.
Yeah. I said, "What do you need more about? The porcupine?" I was in the O'Neill show yesterday, just, as a mod.
Hmm.
And they were talking about the difference. Anthony, I got him when he was doing the coaching. Oh boy, did I get it because I didn't like my son's coach for 4, 5, 6 years, maybe 7 years. Didn't like him, but he has a full scholarship now. Okay,
Hmm.
and I don't care. When I was there, I'm getting on all the coaches. But the thing is, I'm female. I'm not male. A male is driven in a different direction. Like
Yeah.
one drug dealer said, "Oh, Nanya, run to the restroom while I do the narrative." You can put me in your
Oh,
ears.
yeah, I need to go, huh?
Yeah,
I'm
because
sitting
sometimes when I
still.
have to leave my computer, I actually switch to my headphones.
Oh,
And so
yeah, I'm not
you know what I mean? You
yeah,
know the little
I
headphones?
do.
Yeah, and this
I
way you can still talk and you can still hear what's going on. Yeah. And I don't want you rushing, going fast. We don't need no slips, no falls, no craziness. So take your time. I don't hear you, Nanya. I see your lips moving, but I don't hear you.
I did look up what the cost would be to Anthony for having Denisha in that house, and
He's
I
in
did
trouble.
post it in one of my videos. I
He's in
looked in
trouble.
6 different places, and
Yeah,
I also looked in LexisNexis.
exactly. I know your team is gonna fact check.
I
Um,
sure did, and
no,
it's
no,
gonna
no. The
cost him.
investigators over here, oh, they're on it.
It's gonna cost him. I'll be
Yes.
right back, everybody. My apologies. I'll be back. I
Okay.
gotta go.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. No worry. So, when it comes to, hey, should you do this? No. Has it happened in the Bible? Of course. But one thing about divorce, it brings up the spirit of murder. It carries with it the spirit of murder. Well, if I can't have her, nobody else will. That's how that's how hot divorce and Melissa's loss of her access to Dave is. If I can't have her, I'm going to cut her breaks. We already did that in the skit with um, uh, Mother Brenda and her son and the little girlfriend, right? So we don't want things to get dangerous, but we want to come in with understanding, as a scripture that I gave you. Now, when it comes to Denisha, right? She is actually moving like a robot. He says he likes this. I'll give him this. He hasn't said what his second favorite is. We have, come on, we have more than 10 favorites. Hey, chat, do you mind dropping your favorite meals or your favorite food in chat? I bet you at least three. We have at least three. Some people say fruits. Second is I like fried chicken. The third, I like, just drop it in chat, your favorite meals. Because right now, all she's heard is one thing. And he keeps eating that one thing. Sir, are you locked in a dream, in a mirage? What's going on? So I don't see any food popped in yet. But whatever that food is, you have more than one. and Anthony has to have more than one. But she's given his favorite, and she's oxtail, lamb, chopped chicken, fried. See what I mean? It's more than one thing. And I didn't say any more. What did she say? David loves them all, different race. Yes, he does. He does. He is. He is that brother. Yes, he is. That will cross the line up across cultures. Um, but we someone said, "Hey, is this healthy food that she's eating?" He's eating. He's not even wise enough to say, "Hey, listen, I do have a dietary confinement. This is my restriction, low salt. This is my restriction, you know, low sugar, something." But he's not filling in the blank. He's just talking fantasy, and that won't do. Another thing that I wanted to say about Denisha, I don't know if you guys know All the Queen's Men. I like All the Queen's Men. But when it comes to Denisha, I see her as Countess Denisha. What does a countess do? She organized things. She's very powerful when it comes to real estate, political connections, economic authority, land ownership, estate property, or even influence. Just influence. You know,
Influence.
yeah, just influence. And Anthony and her can take it to the dark side and have a ball. I still think Anthony has a wall of money because whenever someone comes, he has to get cash. He runs upstairs, and all of a sudden he comes down with cash. I'm like, I want to know where that safe is. Mhm, I do. But yeah, she's stuck on one thing, only what he told her. But she hasn't asked, is there anything else that you enjoy? Um she did give him a sandwich when her and her son came in. And let's see what else. And the way that she fixed her foods, families do that all the time. Especially large families, we have all kinds of serving bowls. You hear me? Let me tell you something. If we're doing African meals, right? We have a large fish bowl. One side of it, you put the bones and whatever else in, and then the other side is the soup with the fufu and blah blah blah. There's a place in Atlanta you can go and have your plates designed because every culture uses a different kind of plate. The
Mhm.
Indians round, flat, and they separate things so you can have a choice. The Asians, well, actually, Indians are Asians. My apologies. Oriental, I don't know if
They're
that's
Asian.
correct. They're Asians. The Asians, non-Indian, let's say it like that, they use bowls, right? And they also use
Hmm.
heating utensils, but it's still a way of presenting something. So what she presented was like, oh, I got them bowls off Amazon. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, yes, in the Bible, people did marry marry and have another wife, but it causes problems. It causes problems. So our law said, let's not do that. Was it approved? Absolutely not. It was not approved in the Bible. And then when it became part of the law of the land, it says, you can't be doing no 5, 7 wives all over the states. You're going to jail. Okay. Why? Because you're breaking, you're sowing the seeds all over the place. You're breaking people's heart. You're taking people's journey. Our life journey in USA is about 74, 75. And um, so they stopped it. You know, it's against the law now. But when it comes to Amber and David, we would want them to wait, but the flesh doesn't wait. The flesh doesn't wait, so they're not waiting. And that's why they have to understand this behavior was done in the Bible as well. It's not like it's something new on the planet. Um, is it approved? No. The biggest story is the woman at the well. What happened there? She had five
Hmm.
husbands plus one.
Yep.
Five. Now, if she came into Nanya's chat with me and my five husbands plus one come talking about I'm a sister, wife, or whatever she
I'm gonna
is,
say, broad, you got to go.
do you know why I know she'd say that? Because she already told me if I had entered that house, it would have been war. And I
Oh
said,
yeah, it would
scorch.
have been war.
Now I know how she responds.
Hmm.
Yeah. But
I don't
I
blame.
had told chat to put their favorite meals in the chat because Anthony acts like he only has one lobster.
Anthony is full of himself.
Anthony.
Anthony. He
Yes, even
has
though,
no idea what. I mean, how can you be so green and be
yeah,
such a mark? And she sees it. I
yeah,
mean, she sees him as clear
yeah,
as a bright sunny day.
yeah,
She knew it when she met him, and
yeah.
she said, "I'm going to
I don't
take this."
mind.
You know. You want to read
Sure.
some comments?
Go ahead and
I'm
take
just
it.
making a comment.
Okay, that's why Wayne, here goes Magnolia. That's why Wayne, he was doing too much over fish. Um oh she's funny.
What comment is
Okay.
that? Where is that?
It's Magnolia. 1:44 p.m.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, and here's Carolyn, 1742. And says Dave's sister is disrespectful. But remember, sisters are, they like defending their brothers, and brothers and sisters, they like making the decision for them, puffing up themselves and giving their opinion. So let her puff. She can huff and puff all she wants. You're not blowing the house down. Okay?
Mhm.
David's sister, I know, right? David's sister is disrespectful. She can forget all the PK Bible thumping because now she has no integrity, trying to hurt another woman's feeling who's a guest in her house. Check, check. Yes.
Mhm.
She set Amber up. Check, check. Very much.
That's why we
Here
call her
is
a
Magnolia.
broad. I called
Mhm.
her. I'm sorry, One Journey, not to interrupt you, but I know you probably didn't get a chance. But when I was talking about Denisha yesterday and Anthony, and I was
Okay.
going off on
You
them.
mean last night when I fell asleep?
No, the night
Oh,
it was the night you fell asleep though.
okay.
But one of the words we use in LA ever since forever is broad. And I
Broad.
called Denisha. I said, "Get that broad out of that house." And
Wow.
what did this girl say to Dave?
Wow.
I don't why you bring that broad here.
Broad in the house.
I mean,
Very
it's the
culturally
LA
correct.
thing. Yeah, it is. And I was like, whoa, did
Yeah.
she really say that? So somebody's doing their homework
Yeah, someone's
because
doing
there
their
were too
homework
many
because
things.
they
It was
know
like
we're gonna do our homework.
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah,
So that really got jumped
yeah,
on here so fast. But that
yeah.
wasn't the only thing I saw.
And did you see the? Remember, I kept telling you that that house is, they're gonna, the judge can split it in half.
Yeah.
He gives the cash and whatever because that's an old house.
Yes.
That's an old Atlanta house. It doesn't look like that, guys, down here, at all. Um,
Mm.
yeah, it does not look like that. Mm-mm. And one
It's
thing
a
that
beautiful layout. I mean, it's very pretty.
right, right. And Alpharetta, where your family is
Mhm.
even more swankier than my little county.
Okay. I've
Mhm.
never been to her house. That's the one with all the twin kids. She's a twin and she's got three
Mhm.
sets of twins and an
Mhm.
oddball baby.
Mhm.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's the one.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that if you're invited, um, and you speak to Dave and say, I'm really uncomfortable. I don't mind staying, but I'd rather stay at a hotel.
Yes.
That's fine too,
Don't stay
because
with Dave in that woman's
no
house.
one wants to be unwelcomed.
No.
Denisha felt unwelcome, and what is his name? Anthony calmed her down.
She yeah. I'm
He
sure she made sure he felt it
Yeah.
because she knows he likes her. That girl
Mhm.
knows how to play the game.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
when people say, "Oh no, why are they talking about Denisha?" Because apparently people have not been watching Denisha.
That's
Like she
true.
hasn't had a lot of parts, but the parts she did have, it's
Yeah.
very clear who Denisha
Yeah,
is.
you have to go back in the archives.
It's like
Mhm.
even with Karis, she
Oh,
threatened
yes.
Karis.
I remember that skit.
She threatened Karis. She
Mhm.
got rid of Shell.
Yep, that's right.
She did not come to play. And I think
Correct.
people don't remember those skits or
Well,
either
they're
they just
there in the
don't pay
past.
attention.
When you guys tell me things, I've not been here that long, so I do have to pay attention. Um, I went, Nanya, I lost you again.
I'm here.
Okay, it's okay.
What happened? Oh, you
I'm just
lost
gonna
me in
it
your
might be on
earphone.
my end. Tech support's coming Tuesday, guys. Yes, yes, yes. I
Oh,
tried to do it
good.
myself, but I'm not winning here. Um,
Okay.
I lost my thought. But when someone comes into your home, um, and the sister said, "That's my house." I'm not quite sure if
I
it's
heard that.
mommy's house
I
or it's
think
the
that's mom's
family's
house.
house. I don't know, because kids or children, or they say, "That's my house, mommy. You just live here."
I think that's
Oh,
mom's house.
yeah. Even adult children, they actually think your house is theirs
They do.
for some reason.
They do.
I haven't figured that one out yet.
Well, my mom said, once you move, and my dad, when you move, this is no longer your house.
Oh,
It's
is
not your home. You can always
really?
come back,
Really?
but don't, yeah, it's not your home. I mean, it's not your home like when you were in high school. So don't
Mhm.
expect to come home, be able to go in your room, make a big
Exactly.
mess, and act like you're in high school still.
That's good.
That's what they mean.
That's what they mean.
It's time for you to grow, to
Yes.
become a butterfly.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But I hope Dave handles it, and if both of them have to go to a hotel, then go to a hotel.
Yeah.
That's all.
Don't let Amber spend the night there.
The thing is that you don't have the biggest thing. Old Testament, it talks about hospitality. It
Hmm.
is the most. Sometimes people say, "Oh, she's so proper. Oh, she's so proper." Um, the hospitality is so important.
It
How
is.
you treat people. And even though something is happening is derogative, even sometimes I have to get on O'Neill. Why you got to call the lawyer lazy? Why? Why? Because you don't like her work style? Not every lawyer is lazy. She has Anthony put her on ice. Don't do nothing. Wait until she run out of money. Well, he gonna have to do something else now because she got a money man.
You over there arguing with them? You took my place. Is that what happened?
Well, I know I've always had to text O'Neill and say certain things to him because I hear it. It's not like a secret. Sometimes I say it in chat. It's not just women; it's women or people. And he's definitely self-corrected. But by the time he's done that, he's already made someone hot. Okay, here goes Magnolia. I don't think they were spending the night in
Oh,
okay, House being unmarried anyway. You're probably right,
yeah,
Magnolia. You're
probably not,
probably right.
Magnolia.
Yes, yes. Because
Yeah,
they do have a rabbit heat among them. Not the rabbit like crazy rabbit. But
rabid,
but like passion rabbit, yeah.
rabid. Yeah.
Here is Dinar, and she says, I want Amber to stay classy and beautiful and not let Dave's sister or ex get a sense that she is uncomfortable. She neither one of them like it. And you're right. And did mom see it yet? Because I haven't seen the skit you guys talking about yet.
I have a question about this. I guess a skit that we haven't seen.
Hmm.
Carla said, and I did see this earlier. I just thought I was reading it wrong. Charity is a demon. She invited Dave's ex over there.
Oh, what ex?
I don't
Old
know.
ex?
I have no
Are they
idea. I
talking about
haven't seen it.
Melissa?
I don't know. Who's the ex that
I
Dave
don't know.
invited? I mean that Charity invited.
I don't
Can somebody
know.
put it in the chat, or is it just the ex-girlfriend? And then Marion says Amber excused herself from the table. She's hand well for down, not making a scene. Veneer shook her
Oh,
hand and roller. I'm not sure what that means. Somebody was nice to Amber when she got up and excused herself, it looks like.
that's good.
Dave's sister
I,
has a
I,
purpose, and she is, yeah.
I didn't
I mean,
see that.
I get the picture of that now.
Well, she's polluted by Melissa, so
Of course.
it is what it is. Anybody has any background on Dave's sister? Did
How
Dave
do we
tell
know
anything
that's the
about?
sister's house? Did the mom,
That's
is
all I
that
heard her
her
say.
house?
Ex-girlfriend, not Melissa. Angela Atkinson said. Yeah, yeah. Carol said she put it in the chat. Um,
You put it in the chat, Carolyn.
she put her
Um,
big butt by Amber. Carol don't play. Mm-mm-mm. Dave said his sister lives in LA and his mother will be there visiting. You're absolutely correct, Carolyn. That is her house. Thank you, chat, for helping.
So
The
that's the daughter's
administrators bought it.
house.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. The mom's visiting. I forgot that. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Thank
So
you,
here's
everybody.
Mary. Mary says at 150, the sisters are very jealous of Amber, but all she go do, bring them close together. Mother and David are go get her for doing that.
Can I
Ooh,
ask a question?
yeah.
Tyrone, your comment to nature. Can you just expound on that? Because I mean, I know this is a conversation between you two. It
Hmm.
says she doesn't know Amber is using his money. What does that mean?
Who's using the money?
What does that mean, Tyrone? Just a question. I'm just curious.
What did
Are
nature
you talking
ask?
about Denisha not knowing something that's not even her business? She doesn't know Amber is using his money. Somebody, what does that mean?
Well, she's answering nature, and nature says it means Amber needs to decide to take a lesser percentage than 50%. It's just 50% is a negotiation point, but Anthony has not sent in a counter negotiation saying 25%, 15%.
I
It's
know, but
not.
what is this comment? She doesn't.
I'm trying to
Who
read it
doesn't
to
know?
get ball back in her court and to get paper signed. Then I wondered how long is Wayne's World will they make Amber wait for a judge?
That's what I say.
I guess a year. It's be in for a year.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Did
Anthony's lawyer. Okay.
oh, okay,
But
okay.
is she using his money, or did she buy that car? Or did she
She
buy
used
the
her
house
own
herself?
money for the
Because
car.
she didn't say what part of where she got the money. Did she?
I thought she said used around the table with Shayla. She said she used her own money. I think.
She did. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys for answering that. I'm sorry, One Journey. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, it's fine.
Go
It's
ahead.
fine. I
Yeah,
just
I was
wanted
just
to
trying to catch up.
yeah, I just wanted to take negative judgments out of people's
Psyche.
um, mind with just a fact check. You
Yeah,
know, we always have to fact check.
we have to fact
Humans
check.
don't wait for divorce. And some men go ahead and marry the mistress and he's not even divorced yet. And that's what our law says bigamy is not allowed.
Only in
Because
one state in
oh,
America.
one state?
Well,
Utah?
Utah.
But
They
is it
still have provinces or something, don't they?
yeah,
Where
I
you
think
can have multiple wives.
yeah, they're still into it.
In Utah, they do, but it's not
Marry them early
prevalent.
too, just like the Muslims. No disrespect to any Muslims in the chat. It's just a different way of worship and understanding how we flow. Okay, so let me go back to reading. Going back up, Gwen is saying 35. 30, I have 37, 32. I'm going to refresh my browser. And
I just find it interesting how people and I always see this where people will hear they'll hear two different stories from a skit.
yeah,
And I always that's why sometimes I'll question it because I'm like, well, what did I hear?
right.
Did I miss something, or where did that come from? Because one
Yeah,
says Amber used her own money and she told the attorney, and then the other says no, Amber used his money. So I'm
gotcha.
always wondering how that difference comes about. Like maybe it's just reception or perception of what you
I
heard.
think we're jumping in, we're moving fast, and people are busy with their lives, and you get a little bit of what you get, and you go from there. That's why we do the shorts, and then we do a long form video that accompanies the short and puts that short link in so that you can follow the shorts as well. So
Hmm.
because the long form gives you a little bit more detail.
Yeah, I
um,
figured out how to
you
do
know,
that too.
yeah, we
I mean, I
try and do.
haven't done it yet, but I did figure it out. But I'm
Yeah,
not going to
I've
use
seen you do
shorts
some.
anymore.
I've seen you do
Yeah.
because I was in your channel last night when I
Oh.
woke up like 5 a.m. I went there. Um,
Ah, I was up with Carol, and I think I woke up at 2:45 this morning for some reason.
Sometimes, ladies, you get older, and I'm telling you, that 65 kick in, all of a sudden sleep don't want to behave. And when it comes, you got to take it immediately because if you don't take it immediately, it'll go away. So I got to say goodbye at nighttime. Sometimes I can hang and sometimes I can't, but most of
Yeah,
the time it's a no. Um, yeah. So, you guys are the best. Thank you very much.
you
Let's
leave
go
me.
ahead. No, I was just
Oh,
saying you're the best. Here's Donna. Donar. Ex like her won't decline a chance to make Dave's new girl uncomfortable. The ex knows she will remain an ex, but can't pass up the opportunity to make the new girl feel unimportant. That is correct.
and I'm
That
sure
is
she knew just
correct.
which girl to
Yeah.
call.
Yeah, and what I like about Amber, she knows she's the ex-wife, and she don't have no problem with it. Go ahead on, do your thing. You know what I mean? Just be respectful at the same point. Um, Janisha as well, say nothing. But remember, the side chick always believe the man, and they always overcompensate and try to please him until they realize you let someone disrespect me again. She checked him one time, it hasn't happened again, but I bet you knowing Anthony, he was probably going to slip up again. And then when he slips up again, then war starts. But Anthony wants her to move in. Remember when we talked about this? 30-day residency in the state of Georgia. She'll have to go to court. He'll have to go to court to have her and her son removed.
That's what
Whew.
I said.
And
You let
even
her
if
stay
Amber
three
gets the
days. I
house,
looked it up.
yeah,
You
and
let her
even if
stay 3 days, you got to take her to court.
30 days, that's right. So, even if the house is awarded to Anthony, Amber, she still has residency and she now has to exit. And ordinarily they don't squatters destroy the property, but people who are occupying and don't want to get out, they'll just tell the judge, I can't get out because um,
No.
I don't have a job. And
Well,
then the
that
judge
would fall
says,
on Anthony, I would think, because
no, the judge simply
Anthony,
says stay 6 more months and they don't have to pay a thing. The landlord still has to pay.
I just meant as far as the divorce itself, not the home.
Hmm.
Um, in the law that I read about a husband or a wife bringing a new lover into the
Oh
home
boy.
where the current spouse still resides,
Exactly.
it talked about in all six places what the factors or mitigating factor, what that mitigating factor
Yes.
would bring to the table. And
Man.
that would be very consequential to the spouse who did that act.
Anthony.
Exactly. And Anthony would be the one to suffer, not Amber.
Anthony's making me dizzy.
I don't watch the Anthony skits when they're in that house. I don't watch those two. They
Yeah.
turn my stomach.
Well, I like those two. I do. I think they're equally yoked and they need to go off into the darkness with each other. Goodbye.
Yeah, just hold hands and go on down the dark alley. Do you bump into something?
Yes. Yes. Because he's not equally yoked with Amber, and he's very negative with Amber. If a man speaks about me in a bad way away from me, I don't need to be around that man. That man's not for me.
Well, that's where it
Yeah.
reverts back to Amber saying that she is Joseph because
Yeah.
nobody likes her spirit. The same thing, hi,
Wow.
Michelle, the same thing that happened to Joseph in the Bible is what
Wow.
Amber feels, um,
Wow.
is why
Painful.
Amber used Joseph as
Yeah.
herself from the Bible. And she said that I think it was yesterday.
Wow.
And I
Really?
was trying to
I
figure
missed
out,
it.
I said, is she Joe? First it was, is she Bathsheba? Because Wayne's always
Okay.
reading David and Bathsheba. And
Okay.
that story fits. However, then I said, is she Job? And I said, no, she's not Job. And then
Okay.
Amber, was it yesterday? She said, I am Joseph from the Bible.
Wow.
Yes. And I said, whoa,
Clarity. So that was ooh,
isn't that deep?
that is deep.
Somebody's listening somewhere Amber said,
Yeah.
I am Joseph from the Bible. And the way you
Oh
know how they did
my.
Joseph. Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Yep. I was like, whoa. Go ahead, Amber. Somebody paying attention.
Wow.
I know you've been, I think you've been eluded. Yes, Yolanda. But isn't that powerful? She addressed it
She addressed it.
because we've been talking about David and Bathsheba.
Right. And they thought she was Job. I even thought a Job experience. I don't know.
Yes, she said, I am Joseph because
Joseph.
she's the only one. I mean, not that she's some perfect angel, nothing like
No,
that,
no, 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 no,
but
no, no.
the treatment of her is that
Wow.
of Joseph. And I looked at the screen, I thought, what? But it was just really interesting that she actually put that
Addressed it.
clarification out there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now I got to go read that story.
Uh-huh. The story of Joseph, yeah. He's got a lot of brothers and his dad, and they did not like Joseph. They sold him off.
Yeah.
They did all kinds of things to
Was
Joseph.
he a smart aleck or
He was
just
the
his dad's
runt.
favorite?
He was the baby.
Oh, he was
His dad didn't like him.
a baby.
He was the baby of all the boys.
Yeah, that will do it.
The father didn't like Joseph. I don't remember the reason that they didn't like Joseph. I forget
I
why.
think it was daddy's too much daddy attention, and daddy gave him a pretty jacket.
Oh, that's right. He did give him a jacket.
He
That's
didn't,
right.
and they didn't get a pretty jacket,
They didn't get a pretty jacket.
and they
You're right.
worked harder than
That
him.
was it.
But he was also smaller than him. Yeah, I don't know who I am in the Bible. It's a good question.
True, Hemi girl. I'm just me. I have no idea. I can't even. The Bible's so powerful. I know I'm a survivor, but I don't know who I would equate myself to. I
Yeah, I
never
don't know.
even thought
I
about
would
that.
have to check that out too. I don't know.
I have no idea who I would be.
Yeah, I would have to check that out as well. What I like about the Bible, it gives you a code of conduct. And that code of conduct is what some people live by. The marriage is tied into that. No adultery. It's kind of tied into that code.
Oops, what happened? I
I
turned
see
on
you.
recording or something
Something
accidentally.
happened?
Yeah, I did something wrong. I accidentally clicked the recording button. I don't know why I did that. I
Okay.
guess I was recording audio. I
Yeah.
don't know. It was an accident.
Yeah. But you also have to remember that our laws are part of our code, our understanding. Like when the Haitians said this week, we built America. Pause. Hold it. The enslaved built America. And then later on, you guys were allowed to come in and build yourselves
Who
and
said
build the
they built
country.
America? Haitians?
Yeah, there was a big I'll send a
Yeah,
link to you. Yeah,
the Haitians came. They
I
ended up
know.
in. Yeah,
They
no, they
also fought
didn't.
in the war and did not get what they were promised, like the blacks or the black Americans did not get what they wanted. And I think they just tear down their national monument that was put up for the Haitians because they fought in the war.
Well, I think what people need to realize, and I think a lot of people didn't realize it, is that the slaves went to places like Italy as well. They
Yes.
went to Spain. They got
Yeah.
dropped off on the islands on their way to America.
Yeah. Hmm.
So the ones who made it here straight from Africa are
Yes.
the Africans that came over here as
Yes.
slaves. The others were dropped off along the route. I mean,
Yes.
Italy was a prime location for slavery.
Right.
But people, they don't teach that in school books anymore.
No, I grew up learning history in the church, not just history of the Bible, but history period that they didn't want us to be educated. I
Exactly.
think I told you or I said it in one of my things that we used to cut hair in the backyard. We
Yeah,
used to have the hairdresser in the backyard.
in the backyard.
Yeah, or they would come over, or if someone graduated from electronic school, they would teach, hey, the blue wire, the yellow wire, the white wire. If you see the orange one, run.
Yeah, run.
But I'm just saying, Chad, I don't know the wires.
I think I
Oh,
got my
it's
hair pressed out in the backyard one time.
yeah,
Only it
yeah.
was like hot or something, or my
Yes,
grandma
it
was
was hot.
cooking or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
And she did it in the backyard.
Yes, yes. That's
We
how
used
we
to
used to
get hair
teach you.
pressed with a hot comb.
Right, it's called turnkey education. I get the education and then I teach you. When we started this, the four of us were not really strong with the skit rules and how to do things. And we thought we had someone that would really, really give us keen. I'm always saying, can you evaluate my channel? Can you evaluate my channel? Because I don't know enough about Skit World. Telling crime stories are different. You just repeating FBI, CIA, who got arrested, da 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 da. But when you're using someone's live content that affects their family, their children, their community, you have to be careful how you use it so you don't get dinged. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Um,
And the rules are always changing.
Exactly. So, as new skit reactionists or reviewers, as a skit reaction channel, not all the way, we still don't know all the pieces, and we're leaning to those who have gone before us. Some help, and some just ignore us.
Hey, you find your way. I found
So,
my way.
Nanya had to go and do all the research
I
and what to
found my
do,
way.
what not to do. Do you remember that, Nanya?
Of course. Oh, no, I forgot one journey, right?
I
I've
know,
only
right?
been doing this 12 to 14 hours a day for the first
Yes,
three
yes,
months, I think. But
yes, yes.
something happened, and I knew
Right.
that January 26th law was going to come into effect.
Right.
And then there was one that came in May.
Correct.
May,
And
I think it was
I've
May
been
26th.
streaming over on Twitch, but the thing is that I've never streamed on YouTube, and the software should match. Everything should match.
But there's no connection from Twitch to YouTube. Is there
No,
a
I sent
connection
you
from
everything,
YouTube?
Nanya. I sent you
Oh,
everything.
I haven't read it yet then.
I know you haven't, but yes, they are one. They're connected. They're absolutely connected. But when
I
I
thought
try
you
to
had to
connect,
pay for
I can
one of the
stay on for a little
connections.
bit, but I can't. But I have latency.
I can't do it today. I've got to go and pay my mortgage at the bank.
No, don't
So
worry.
I'm not late.
Don't
Only
worry.
because I was busy yesterday on here messing around. I mean,
Oh,
I won't be late,
Nancy,
but I need to
Nancy.
get it out of the way.
Guess what,
Mm.
Nanya? Nancy says that Dinesh does not trust Anthony. I would not bring my kid around
It
no
doesn't.
strange man.
That lady don't. People think they really want to believe that Denisha is in a real relationship with Anthony. She is not. That is not who
That's a
Denisha
side
is.
chick.
No, that is a hustler.
That's a hustler. It's a hustler,
She's a
baby.
hustler, baby.
Yeah.
What's that song? I'm a hustler, baby.
I
What's that
think it's
song?
25 cents, 50 cents.
50 Cent. Valerie says Amber's a PK kid. Yes, she is, Valerie. She said Joseph's brothers. Yeah, they did. They hated him.
Wow.
I didn't mean to take over one. I just saw those
No,
pop
no,
up.
no. I'm fine. I'm awake.
So, what else do we have? Nature says sometimes the pastors are broken and they go through their own trials
Yeah.
before they enter a purpose put in place by God.
Correct.
Tamara is similarly. And I agree with that, Nature. She's trying to find her footing.
Yeah.
They don't fit, but they have presence. And
Hmm.
Tamara is actually trying, not as a pastor, but just in life.
Right.
Tamara's her leg, she's straddled. She
Right.
doesn't know which way to go.
And
That's how I see Tamara. And
yes.
that's why I don't dislike her. 10 of
Yeah.
his 11 brothers hated him. Yolanda, thank you. And is it because of the jacket that dad gave him? It is, right? The dad gave him a nice jacket.
Nice jacket.
Michelle B says she's really right on the comparison to Joseph, but in the end, all the ill treatment of Joseph is worked for his good. Amen. That is exactly right. But as
Exactly.
soon as she said Joseph, I went, oh my God, that's right. And then I realized she was actually answering our question.
Wow.
That's pretty powerful.
That's pretty powerful. Wow.
I mean, not that it was our question here, but
Yeah.
um,
I
maybe in
like
that
when I
scene
when
it
I
could have
hear
been.
different perspectives of of the of the creators, but I want to get my thought out first before I go over there.
Yeah, I don't even go over there anymore.
Yeah, and get um I'm just saying that
I
side
don't like
chicks,
bashing.
how are they trapped? They believe the story without investigating everything. How did Amber get flipped today? They knew they had a marriage thing. It should have been handled before. Or they should have one thing that couples are good at is stopping the storm before it comes.
Yes,
Yeah, and say, okay, they're going to have an issue with this. Let's address the monkey in the room quickly and move on.
I'm
And if it's for
surprised Dave
problem, we
missed
are
the mark.
leaving. We
I'm
do not
sorry.
have to sleep in your house. We're adults. We don't leave town without a backup plan. We
I'm
just don't.
surprised Dave missed the mark on this one. Or did he
Um,
miss the mark and he was just in a hurry?
they
Or
might have
is he
both been in a
setting?
hurry because it was the red eye.
Is he going? Oh, because he has a business meeting. And then in
Yes,
the back of my mind, I'm thinking, does Dave have a plan for Anthony? Because remember, he said, you don't let an opportunity get away from you.
perfect.
He told Amber, basically, not that she was a business deal, but she was somebody he was not willing to let go of. And that if Anthony were a businessman, he would understand exactly what Dave said. And I said, wow. But he was making reference to Anthony fumbling the ball
Right.
and that he's not getting the ball back.
Wow.
I listen. We listen to everything, and quite more often than not, we do come up with the same. We end up in the same place.
Yeah.
Little things might be,
Yeah.
which account did it come from
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
But overall,
Yeah.
we do some good research in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I
And you
think
got, well,
so.
not just research, but also
Understanding it and putting
you,
it
you don't
together.
you don't call people names.
No, we don't believe in bashing.
Because let me tell you something. I'm not calling Denisha any name.
I
I
call her
understand
Denisha
that she
Barracuda,
is.
and I
I
call her
understand
bat
she's an opportunist. I understand she's a
eyelashes.
scammer.
I did call her bat lashes.
Well, an opportunist and a scammer is what she is, and she's like, I don't want to go back to that person. She just said quotes things like that. I
Well,
can't
she
hear
said she
you.
didn't want to go back to jail.
No, she did.
I don't know what she did to get in jail, but she went to jail
I don't know
before.
either.
She told her
Uh,
mom
Oh,
that she didn't want to go back. She didn't want to end up in jail again.
oh, I don't want
Well,
her to
she
go to
didn't want to
jail
end up
either.
in jail again. She should have got out of Amber's house. And that's why a lot of us say, the chat actually said
The ma-
Amber should have called the police.
a man's
Me,
rule.
I'm ready to drag the woman out of the house.
You are, you are. But let me tell you something. If I
Baby, if you
was in
don't get
that
out of my
situation, I
house,
would not care.
you
I
don't
don't
get
like the
your
fact he
tail
put
out
her
of
in
here.
Amber's room.
Exactly. How
Are
is
they
that
in the
on
master
purpose?
bedroom or no?
When they were sleeping together, Anthony did that on purpose. They were
Is
in
that the
Amber's
master
room.
bedroom they're in now,
No,
or
that
what?
was Amber's room. When he heard Amber drive up, his
Okay.
eyes flickered, and he smiled. He had the
Yeah,
little
he did
evil
smirk. Yeah,
smile.
he smirked. Yeah.
That was Amber's room, but that was the only time. Now they're in the
That's the
master
new master. Okay.
upstairs.
Whew, too much.
He's diabolical. He's an evil man.
Yeah. Um, I just don't. I don't want them back together. I don't want to waste my time for
I agree.
18 months and then they reconcile. I don't
Michelle
want to do
said
that.
Joseph was also a dreamer and he received messages from the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. I'll have to read that story again. I thought that was I
Yes.
liked that story. It was heartbreaking, but in the end, it was beautiful. And he shared them with the family members and they got upset.
Mm-hmm.
That's right, Michelle B. Thank you for that, adding that on.
Yes. Do you guys think that Anthony loves Denisha?
No,
Okay.
he's in love with being in love. Just
Okay.
like I think Anthony is the type that is in love with the idea of love.
Okay.
I don't think Anthony knows how to love. And that's why Anthony leads with his money and
Mm-hmm.
gives these women of the night his money. But Amber, his real wife, before he even knew about Wayne, and I don't care what anybody says, that man was a perpetrator when he got there. Because look who he really is.
Yeah.
And remember him and Zach, was it Zach? They used to go to the strip joints all the time
Mm-hmm.
because that's his type of woman.
Mm.
Amber has never been his type of woman. I personally think, along with other people, that he wanted to take Amber from Wayne.
That's it. That's all it was about.
Is that it, Hemi girl? He wanted to take Amber from Wayne,
That's all it was about.
and Amber finally told Anthony on the porch that Wayne pursued her because she had never told Anthony.
Wow.
Wayne pursued her all throughout the engagement, and she had never told him, and she told him on the porch.
And he's still up in that man's face. Come talk
Yeah,
about.
exactly.
Wow, that's weird.
That's what we say.
Oh,
You know
wow.
what? Am I Esther? Michelle, what's so weird is that I had an Eastern Star girlfriend, and she said I was Esther in the Bible.
Oh.
But you know who helped name me because I have an Indian name?
Mm-hmm.
My mom had a best friend, and her name was Esther.
Mm.
Is that like, ooh, I'm going to have to read it, Michelle Jackson. Thank you. I
Thank
hope it's
you.
not bad,
No,
but you are
no,
not the first
no,
person to tell
no.
me
Esther's
that.
wonderful.
I'm gonna read
She's
well look, I
wise. She's
read it.
intelligent. She sacrificed herself. No, she's cool.
I'm gonna read Esther.
Yeah.
I think I may have read it a long time ago because I have read the entire Bible before twice, but certain stories stick to me
Yeah, certain stuff.
and certain ones don't.
Yeah.
And yes, the mothers were different for the boys. For Benjamin and Joseph.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, things come back, don't they?
Come back.
Wow.
They come back.
Jacob loved Rachel and not the sister and the
Correct.
concubine. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's another thing to look
That's
at. If
spooky.
the skit allows a man to marry both daughters, and act out that story. Um and the daughters are the sisters are unaware or strange of each other. I'm just saying the Bible has a lot of stories, and whenever people act them out, they do very well. It brings in the money. That's why he says, excuse me, that's why the tagline is Jesus is popping. And sometimes I put the reason in chat why Jesus is popping. And when you look at those behaviors, like Amber is the fruit of the spirit: love, peace, joy, long
Mm-hmm.
suffering, patience, goodness, um, faith. Um, that's her part of Jesus is popping.
Yeah.
And but if you don't look it up, you're not going to actually get why is this behavior bad. And some people don't see why Denisha's behavior is bad. But
They
King
don't.
David,
They
yeah,
don't
no.
see it as
But
being
King
bad.
David did the same thing. The same thing. He met Abigail in the Bible and lost his mind. But Abigail had a you know what? Abigail had a a husband when David met her. Did David care? Nope.
No, David coveted women.
So I
Um,
understand when people say, "What?" I would have gone when the women are in the chat storming. I'm like, "Oh Lord." Mm.
they'd be in there tripping.
Well, behaving like Nanya, saying, "Get out that house. Get out. Get out."
I'm that one.
Yes, I know.
Get out of my house. What
Yeah,
the heck do you think you're doing?
yeah. I put it in the chat,
Mm-mm,
sir.
you got to go.
Yeah, I put it in the chat. The bad behavior skit and the good behavior skit, just so you can have an understanding about why we allowing people to what is it called? That word in YouTube that they use, the fake word, unalive,
Unalive.
A, B, C, or D, because it's also in the scriptures. David's daughter was essayed.
Yeah.
I think that's the correct one. It might. I
Didn't
think
all
it's
didn't all of David's children die except Solomon?
yeah. Oh, I didn't know that.
Nature says, I can't wait to see further development of Constance. I agree, Nature. I want to see what's going on with Constance.
Yeah, we need we
Because
need we need her bones.
but for some reason, even though we know that was Ernestine and Jay's attorney, Ernestine and Jay weren't rich. Constance, I think, knows, and she said she knows how to deal with men like Anthony. I think that's probably the kind of divorces she's used to handling.
Well, I don't like the ex-girlfriend.
Who?
The ex-girlfriend of Dave's.
Oh, I didn't see the skit yet.
I didn't see it either. I just
Oh,
looked
it's
at
late. It's
I looked at the
11:26.
thumbnail. When you look at the thumbnail, it starts moving a little bit of the
Yeah.
video. Another light-skinned chick. Give me a break.
Oh,
Maybe we don't
there's a
have any
lot of
black
color.
people left in America. That could be it.
There's a lot of colorism in Country Wayne's
Yeah,
skit.
what is going on?
I
I was
don't
so
know.
glad to see that Dave had black parents. Yay. It could also be that when you're very dark, the light-in people have a lot of hard time with our skin tones because you have a lot of red undertones. Um, yeah, Nanya.
Yeah, I do. To me, my skin has a clay color, like my dad's mom.
Yeah, so
The
that's where we are.
fifth.
Nanya, I think I'm getting tired.
I think we're all getting tired. Is it time to go, everybody?
Time to sleep.
Anthony is dream. You think that's a dream? Somebody else said that was a dream Anthony was having.
You think
About
so?
what? I don't think so. I hope not.
Whew.
I've heard that before. I don't know if somebody made it up or if he is dreaming. I haven't seen him fall asleep, so I don't know. But
Anthony
somebody
acts
I
like
did
he acts
hear
like
that before.
Anthony acts like Amber never did anything for him nice. What kind of madness is this?
But somebody, I want, you know what? It would be so interesting if Anthony really was dreaming.
Huh.
That would be so interesting, which would explain why Dave is so perfect for Amber.
Ah, I get it now.
Except that
Check, check,
Amber is
check.
married. I
Understood.
think that's where that came from, right,
Oh,
Nancy?
okay.
I think that's just a theory, but I did hear it once and I thought, what? But then I
Okay, I
started
get it
thinking about
now.
it and I said, maybe that could be because he is perfect for Amber.
Mm.
Oh, One Journey is so funny, Shy Lady. She is. Okay.
Wow.
Do you guys have any more comments that I need to be? Oh, Himmy Girl David was blindsided. Dave was blindsided. And I'm surprised he didn't plan it better.
Oh,
His
maybe
sister
people
just
don't
told
like
him in the
dark skin
driveway.
on the screen. I don't know.
I remember Nature. That's why I'm surprised at his lack of planning. And
Yeah,
sometimes we think things are going to just fall into place, but
yes,
they don't.
they
You
don't.
need a safety net almost no matter what you do.
Almost what you do.
Oh, he didn't realize that Melissa told his sister and mentioned the stuff about Amber being a married woman.
That's strike two for Melissa, right?
That is strike. Is that
Two?
strike two? Yeah, unless the missing money has to do with Melissa, but we have nothing further on that.
Ooh,
Because Dave is missing money and Melissa
what?
is his right hand, but we don't know if she handles money.
Oh
But
no.
somebody has taken some of Dave's money.
Wow.
I know. Can Amber get a clean skit? Well,
Yes, a
she got
smooth
the
one,
song.
like Nature said, a smooth one.
I love the song. I listened to it yesterday. That is a beautiful song. I
Yeah, it's a
also
beautiful
listened to
song.
Wayne's song. And whoever made the comment, was that, I don't want to say any names, but I think I remember. Wayne's song was about how Wayne let
Yes,
Amber go and then
correct.
let another man break her heart. Dave's song is about Amber.
Yeah.
And when, from the time he first laid eyes on her, and he fell in basically in love with her instantly. That's the difference between the two songs. But they're both
Wow.
very nice songs. I love them both.
Wow. The genealogy was posted, and Yolanda G. She says Benjamin was the baby. Joseph and Benjamin was Rachel's children, and their daddy loved her. So I guess Rachel, he preferred Rachel's children. Timestamp 206.
Yeah, I read that one. I think I read.
Oh, I didn't know. Sorry.
Oh, don't be, don't know. I was just getting ready to answer a comment that I see. So
Okay.
Marion, I thought the new master was the one that had the gray pillows. So the new master is the one downstairs that Amber calls her room. That's the new
Oh,
master with the heated floors, and the one upstairs is the one that that's the old master with the gray pillows on it. Is that right? Oh, they're definitely jealous. Do you understand my question? Because the
yeah.
gray pillows I thought were in the new master bedroom, but I
Mm,
mean, not. Of course, that could be wrong because I remember the floors getting laid, and but the one upstairs looks better than the one downstairs to me. I don't know. That's why I just thought it was just Amber's room.
mm.
Oh yeah, using the lotion and the oil. She had to go upstairs to get the lotion and the oil.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, we better go, everybody. Nancy said Anthony is the devil. And Mama Brenda said, don't open that door. And Amber opened that door
Yeah.
after she had found her peace.
People have to learn through their trial and error,
Shy
and we have to
lady,
be patient while they learn.
Wayne, Anthony is a beta male, and he does have an affinity for Wayne. He doesn't care what Wayne does
He
with a
doesn't.
woman because they are the alpha. They want to be alpha type men,
Okay.
and as far as I'm concerned, they're both beta. I
Beta.
think Wayne is also beta, and Dave is probably alpha, but Anthony and Wayne are both beta males, and they
I
lead with their
understand.
money.
I understand. But have you noticed that Delicia went home, met her ex-boyfriend that's married, and now Dave goes home and he bumps into his ex, didn't call her, but somehow the sister has made his choice who she wants him to be with.
That's what sisters do sometimes. They're
Yep, that's what
messy.
they do. Yeah,
Yeah, Wayne is in LA, and that's why we are wondering. No, Anthony, that was a move that he never loved Amber. But we are wondering if Wayne is going to run into Dave. Hi, Chico.
hope so.
That's who Amber used to be. Chico, what are you talking about now? What are you talking about, Chico? That's who Amber. Oh, as far as the two guys, is that what you mean, little brother? Um, I think I'm wondering, and I'm hoping actually
Okay.
that Dave and Amber run into Wayne. because he's in Beverly Hills, and they don't look like they're in the valley or anything. They look like they're in LA, like around
Okay.
Baldwin Hills, which is right there next door to Beverly Hills, basically.
Okay.
And that street. It's not a Beverly Hills street. It looks more like a Baldwin Hills street, and the way that house is made with that gate. I mean, I go to LA once a year, so I was born there. Eventually, they all got unalive, but not all at once, right, Magnolia?
Mm.
Okay, is there anything else we should talk about before we go? Yeah,
So
Wayne is
you'll be
definitely a
back tonight at
colorist.
10,
I'm
Nanya?
on 10 o'clock Eastern. Yes. So 10
Okay, I'll
o'clock
take a nap and
Eastern.
hopefully I'll be ready.
Oh, okay, thank you. And as so everybody knows, yeah, Trap Star. Let's see. Steffi is playing tonight in, did she say Vicksburg? I think they're playing this weekend in Vicksburg.
Mm.
Chico, what are you up to, my brother? What are you up to? The master bedroom is Amber's room, and I remember when she renovated it, but I didn't know that. I guess I just always still thought the one upstairs was because of those gray pillows on the bed. So the guest room is where, oh, that's right, where they used to sleep. Yeah, thank you, Hemi girl. You guys ready to go? I
Mhm.
have got to go and run errands again, but I'm at home and he's at work.
Good.
So
Thank you, Magnolia.
thank you, man. Thank you, One Journey. Thank
No,
you, everybody. Chat, you are beautiful.
Magnolia's telling us that Dave checked his sister,
Oh, he did?
called her disrespectful. I'm going over there to watch that, but it's almost 4:30 and I start my dinner at 4:30
Oh, it's
because I
late.
eat
Yeah.
fresh. Do you eat fresh, Nanya?
No.
Oh,
I
Nanya.
rarely eat. I'm trying to make myself eat.
Oh no.
I like when my husband cooks. I don't want to cook.
Oh, understood,
I've cooked
understood.
for 40
He's a cook.
years. I'm
Yeah.
tired of cooking.
Yeah, a lot of Jamaicans, the men are the cooks in the house. People don't know that. The Americans don't know that. But the men really like, they don't play with their food. They like that cooking. They're not waiting for someone to serve them. They don't want you to mess up their fish, nothing. Their steak, they're crazy with their salmon.
I like when my husband has this running joke, but he's not the first person I've heard say it.
What do you
Is
say?
when the food is good, his toes curl.
Woo, get out. I never heard that.
Oh no, it's true. I mean, I got four brothers. You know, I done heard some of everything.
Yes,
And then they talk about why their toes are curled, and I have to tell them, stop talking.
that's funny. You tell them to share it with us. Bring them
I
online.
already know what they mean.
Okay.
They're terrible. I
Okay.
mean, it's a joke, but they do curl. You can see their toes wiggling.
Yeah.
Having four brothers is a lot of fun.
Yes.
It was tough growing up though because they're so protective.
Yeah.
Thank you everybody for coming.
Thank you all.
I will do wind down tonight.
Yes.
So I'll be on 7 p.m. Pacific, um, 10 o'clock Eastern, and then 9 o'clock CST. Thank you, One Journey.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. One Journey, thank you for
Thank you
hosting,
all. Thank you
co
all.
hosting with me. Oh, weather is terrible, horrible, and Georgia is going to have storms. Uh oh.
Oh, we're having storms tonight? I didn't know that.
You guys are awesome. And I hope I see you tonight. If not, have a wonderful 4th of July
Yeah.
because I do believe we will be gone tomorrow. I'm not like really sure,
Hmm.
but have a wonderful, wonderful 4th of July.
Wonderful 4th of July. Nani, can I stay back for a minute after you
Of
log
course.
off? Thank you.
Okay. We'll talk to you guys later. Okay.
Bye-bye, chat. You're the best. Thank you. Thank you.
See you later, Nature Trap Star, Magnolia, Nancy, everybody. Bye, Chico, wherever you went. Bye bye. Bye, Valerie. Happy 4th of July. And thank you for the comments. I saw them this morning. You're awesome. Okay. Bye, Gwen. Bye, Carla.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Trapstar. Bye, Gwen. Gwen, thank you always.
Bye bye.
Thank you.